Hi guys, welcome to my most tutorials. We are continuing with our sets, and today we are looking at multiplication. We'll be multiplying our sets. Remember, as we do our sets, we need to be familiar with our perfect squares. We are going to be working with our perfect squares, right? These perfect squares, they've got the exact square root. So now we want to simplify. On our first question there, we are having root 27 times root 50. So we are going to be simplifying them individually. The square root of 27, we need to separate it. 27, we know it's a root 9 times root 3, right? Root 9 is a perfect square, so we can work with that. We say it's root 9 times root 3 times. What about 50? 50 is going to be root 25 times root 2. The square root of 9, we know it's a 3, so this is going to be 3 root 3 times square root of 25, we know it's a 5 root 2. Okay, let's multiply. 3 times 5 is a 15. Root 3 times root 2, it's a root 6. So our final solution is 15 root 6. I hope you guys were following. We simplified them individually. Our 27 became root 9 times root 3. 9 is a square number. The square root of a 9, we know it's a 3. Okay? Root 50, we say it's 25 times 2. The square root of 25, we know it's a 5. There's our 5. The square root of 2, we don't know. So it's 5 root 2. So 3 root 3 times 5 root 2. Take note how I multiplied. I said 3 times 5, I got a 15. Root 3 times root 2, I got a root 6. So this is our final solution for number 1, right? What about number 2? Number 2, we are having root 12 times 3 root 60. Okay? Root 12, let's simplify it individually. The square root of 12 is root 4 times root 3. And then the square root of 60. Which square number gets into 60? 60 is root 4 times root 15, right? 15 times 4 is a 60. So our root 4 is a 2, so we have 2 root 3 times 3 times 2, because the square root of a 4 is a 2 there, times root 15. Now let's multiply. 2 times 3 is a 6. 6 times 2 is a 12, so we've got 12. Root 3 times root 15, we are going to get root 45. 15 times 3 is 45. But then still, we are not yet done, because the square root of 45, we can simplify it further. The square root of 45 is root 9 times root 5, like that. Okay? The square root of 9 is a 3, so we have 12 times 3 root 5. 12 times 3 is a 36. So our final solution becomes 36 root 5. I'm going to explain it again. The square root of 12, we say this root 4 times root 3. I'm sure this one is straightforward. 3 root 60. I said for root 60, I chose to work with root 4 times root 15, right? Root 4 times root 15, the square root of 4, we know it's a 2. So we are now left with a 3 times 2, which gave us a 6, right? So a 6 times 2, we are getting a 12. What about root